Hello and welcome to Wilson Waffling, and today I am waffling with...
Hello, I'm Laura Jackson. I am our Vice President of Education over at the Students' Union.
So Laura, can you tell me what is your role or your job in the university?
My role in the university is to represent students at an academic level, so that's anything to do with the library, Holgate with it being an academic space as well, making sure I'm meeting with the right people within the university to make sure a student voice is being heard and that students are being represented at every level, because not all of our students can have their say with kind of the deans and the vice-chancellor, so that's what I'm there for, making sure I'm talking to students and what they're saying is going back to the people that matter and the people that can change things for them.
Brilliant. So, obviously you've started this job in September.
Mm-hmm.
So, how did you get your job?
Okay. How I got my job. Getting my job was very different to probably the process most people go through in getting a job. They go for interviews, things like that. I actually ran for an election for my job. I did a lot of speeches in front of a lot of students. I wrote a manifesto detailing the things I'd like to do with my year in office. And then I went out, spoke to a lot of students, I wandered around halls, I did talks in different lectures, so I apologise to the lecturers where I disrupted them. And I kind of went out, spoke to students, told them what I would do for them if they voted me in. And then there was a massive election, we had over 1,000 people vote, which is phenomenal. And very happily and luckily for me, the students put me as their first choice and I won my election and therefore became the new Vice President of Education for 2013-14.
That's brilliant. So obviously you represent the students.
Mm-hmm.
So how does your role impact on them?
Okay. My role impacts on the students because without me and my other sabbatical officers, obviously not just me, the student voice would not be being heard as loudly as it is. Obviously, your education is, you've picked this university for a reason, and we need to make sure that the university is doing everything they possibly can for you to enjoy your experience while you're here. So my role impacts students because it means they're more likely to get what they want out of York St John, because it means through me and my other sabbatical officers their voice is truly being heard and truly being recognised. And I think that's why the student experience has been so good at York St John, is that the university really listens to that student voice, and that's just incredible. It doesn't always happen at most unis, so we're very lucky at York St John that it does.
That's fantastic. So obviously this is a sabbatical role for a year or more. Mm-hmm. So if you hadn't got this, what would you be doing?
Oh, I dread to think what I'd be doing because I put all my effort into being a sabbatical officer. I didn't really have a plan B for if I didn't win my election, which is probably a very bad idea. So probably right now, if I wasn't Vice President, I'd probably be flipping burgers while looking for a graduate job right now. So thank you again for voting, because it really does mean a lot.
So if you need a burger flipped, you know where to go. Okay, so on to the next question. So what would you change about education?
For me, I think one of the big problems with education is the access to it. I really think education should be for all. There should be more accessibility there for people who don't always think university is for them. I come from a background where it's kind of a shock that I've even made it through university. People in my area are very, very unlikely to go to university because they think it's not for them. They think, oh, well, like my mum and dad couldn't do it, why should I do it? And that's really upsetting, because education should be for everyone. Everyone should be able to go and broaden their horizons and experience education, whether that's at higher education or college, anything like that, because it really does broaden your mind and your experience. So I would make sure that education is much more accessible for everyone, no matter who they are, where they're from, no matter what their background. I'd love it if education was for absolutely everybody.
That's brilliant. And so the final question. If you knew the correct answer to any question, what would the question be?
Oh, this is such a hard question, because I'd love to know the answer to all sorts. But I think I'd probably like to know why things are the colour they are, like in terms of nature and things like that. Like why the colours are the way they are. Why is the sea blue? Why is the sky blue? Why are trees green? Why did we go with those colours? How did that happen? because I think it's a bit of a shame that both the sea and the sky is blue, because when they meet it's just a big mash of blue, and I'd like it if it was a bit more sparkly.
So more sparkles in nature, and for me a bit more purple around the place. So just to sum up, is there anything that you would like to say to the audience, anything you would like to recommend?
I think anything I'd like to say would be that our doors as sabbatical offices are always open. If you're having anything you want to talk to us about the Students' Union, that's not just an academic kind of side of it with me, obviously with Adam and everything he does, and Amy with all her welfare, please do pop and see us. We love visitors in the Students' Union, and that's what we're there for. We're there for your experience, we're there to represent your voice, so please make sure it's being heard and come and speak to us. We also have our Twitters and stuff and our Facebooks, so please do kind of follow us on there so you can see what you can get involved with, but also tell us what you'd like to see as well, so we can create that for you.
Thank you very much. So that has been Laura Jackson, and I hope you have fun, and I'll catch you later. Thank you.